There will come a time when you look at your life and whisper to yourself, "This isn't fair." You'll see people who did less receive more. You'll work harder, give more, and still feel overlooked. You'll lose things you never deserved to lose. And in that moment, something dangerous begins to grow. Not anger, but bitterness. The quiet poison that makes you question why you should even try again. But the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they lived through greater unfairness than most of us ever will, and yet they found a way to remain calm, unbroken, and even grateful. How? They learned to transform pain into power through perspective and acceptance.
The Stoics never promised a fair world. They only promised that you could remain strong in an unfair one. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while losing his children, fighting betrayal and enduring endless war. Yet he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Life was never meant to balance the scales. It was meant to reveal your character when the scales tip against you. When something feels unfair, ask yourself, am I angry because it's unjust or because it didn't go my way? Because sometimes what we call unfair is just reality refusing to serve our expectations.
Bitterness is the mind's slow self-destruction. It's a quiet whisper that says, "Why try if life will only hurt you again?" But Stoicism teaches that bitterness is a choice. Pain isn't, but bitterness is. Pain is what happens to you. Bitterness is what you decide to hold on to after it's over. Seneca warned us, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." To the Stoic, every moment of unfairness is a test, not of luck, but of discipline. Can you remain steady when things fall apart? Can you stay calm when others lose their heads? Bitterness is weakness pretending to be wisdom. It says, "I've seen enough to stop caring." But wisdom says, "I've seen enough to rise above it."
When life strikes you with something unfair, pause and look at it through Stoic eyes. Ask 3 questions. Is this within my control? What can I learn from this pain? How can I turn this into strength? This is the Stoics' inner dialogue, the shield that turns wounds into wisdom. Epictetus, once a slave, wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." He had every reason to hate the world, yet he chose not to. Because he realized bitterness doesn't punish the world, it only punishes you. The unfairness of life will always exist, but if you can control your perception, then even injustice becomes fuel for growth.
You can't stop unfair events, but you can choose how to respond to them. The Stoic response is not weakness. It's not silence or submission. It's control, the highest form of strength. When life hits you, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What now?" Because the Stoic knows the obstacle is the path. The wound is the teacher. The loss is the moment that reveals who you are. So the next time life feels unfair, don't retreat into bitterness. Rise into discipline. Stand like the marble statues of ancient Rome, unmoving in the storm, unshaken by chaos. Not because you're numb, but because you've learned that calm is the ultimate rebellion against unfairness.
Acceptance is not surrender. It's seeing the truth clearly and choosing peace anyway.
Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs." Acceptance is how you free yourself from the illusion of control and begin to live with clarity. When you stop demanding that life be fair, you begin to see how strong you truly are. Every injustice you endure becomes training for the mind. Every loss becomes a lesson in letting go. Every betrayal becomes a lesson in wisdom. The Stoic way is not to wish for an easier path, but to become the kind of person who can walk any path, no matter how hard.
When life feels unfair, breathe. Let the bitterness pass through you, not take root within you. See the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. And from that truth, rise stronger. Remember this: you were not born to be treated fairly. You were born to grow through what's unfair. The Stoics didn't avoid the storm. They became calm within it. And that calm is your power. So when life feels unfair, don't ask for fairness. Ask for strength, clarity, and peace, the Stoic trinity that no injustice can take from you. Because once you master your mind, nothing in this world can make you bitter again.